and it was a big room, and a lot of people line up to ask questions. There's a lot of energy, a lot of emotions in that particular room. And suddenly this teenage girl runs through the aisle between the seats and jumps on the stage, almost tackles one of the actors. Security immediately grabs her. They drag her off, and they grab the two actors and get them off the stage, of course, because they need to know what happened. So on a face value, you would say, "Oh, absolutely, kick her out." What? Who? How dare she do that? Like, who does she think she is, running up on the stage? So it turns out, after the security team and the event staff, they made sure everybody was okay. They took the girl to another room. Turns out this is a teenage girl who has autism, and she is not really verbal, so she doesn't really speak, and she has a hard time sitting still. But she's a very big fan of these two actors. So at this event, they were running late, and she was already feeling I guess uncomfortable or trapped, or she was just so excited to be there that she ran up and did what she did. But no harm was intended, and in that case, yeah, no harm was done. And they were able to resolve that issue and calm her down, get her back to her mom, get her back into the her seat, and the session was able to continue. But that's a great example of, on face value, it seems obvious what the solution is. But what was the context,
I think the key for me there is like the initial reaction was appropriate. I mean, that's a security risk. Anybody running up onto a stage where
Absolutely.
Celebrities are involved,
Yes.
that's a security risk.
Yes.
I'm glad that they took the time to find out the context afterwards.
Yes.
And I would hope that part of that process was taking the context back to the actors and saying, here's what happened, here's why. And that they were involved in making the decision to keep going and to make a decision. I also hope that that woman was not permanently kicked out of the event. I hope they were able to continue enjoying the participation there. So yeah, when it comes to those gray areas, the context is everything.
Absolutely.
Context, and I've said this across a whole spectrum of topics, context is so important. Context, context, context. If you don't understand that, then you're kind of left to a vacuum with your decision-making process.